Welcome to Ottoman Sunset, The Great War in the East by Darren Leveloff. This has been in my possession for a long time, and always something new came to stand in my way of playing this. So what do we have here? Advertisements. We got Wipes a Lot, Victory Point Games. That is probably the tiers. No, to remove any residual soot from your counters. Not an article of clothing, and it is not a flotation device. Alright, let's see what this is. So we have here the ancient world. Well, ancient, the old world. Zoom out a little bit, get a glimpse. So it's not exactly flat. I tried to play it once. Adjust the light a little bit. So now there is a glare. That is not good. Let's see if we can change that. Something like so. So you see all these squares. Here's the Ottoman Empire. Ankara, Erzurum, Van, these are orange tracks. Apparently the bottleneck is Constantinople because all the lines go there. There is a dark pink line for Salonika front. This is the part of occupied Greece. Or I think it was in 1821 or something. So Greece has become already independent of the Ottoman Empire. And in Constantinople there is, if you zoom in, you have the Hagia Sophia, of course, and I'm not really sure what these are, but this is, I think this is the part of the western part, and this is the eastern part. So this would be the Bosporus, but I'm not sure what this water is. And here there is some kind of land tongue that is zoomed in. A place for the U-boats. And what does it say? Sudul Babir Bumkarbak. Minefields, Yildiz Dardanos, Nagara, and Kanakale, and here's Constantinople. And I don't see Constantinople here. In this game, you try to survive as the ancient Ottoman Empire that has been called the sick man of Europe. Because because of modernization, and you go through this deck of events, and all these events are numbered. This is 0, 49, 48. There are like 1,000 ways to play this. Most people, as far as I understand, play this in a randomized fashion. and they take tiers of 5 cards. First 5, shuffle this, then the next 5 cards, and shuffle those, and this becomes a deck of partially localized shuffled. There is also a way to play this in an historical order, and that is how I'm going to play this, and look how far I get. And this deck instructs the stuff that happens. This 0-0 is the setup, so it makes sense for me. Let's see first. What you do is you play, you move counters towards Constantinople. You try to as a player, you try to defend it, defeat them using a die. It's a single d6, something I'm not really a fan of, but it's what it is. Let's first see what else is in the box, because this is just a silly playmat. We also have this. It seems to be the proper, more stable version. Yeah, so I mean, I have to commend them for efficient table space, but I'm not going to use this. It's a duplicate. Then we have counters, of course, to represent everything, and we have the rulebook. Rulebook looks like an amateur printed it out, because it also has these border lines. That's how you print it. So it has been simply bound. Text font is in serif, so that's nice to read. Most people that would have been interested in Ottoman Sunset, so that's a bit why I was hesitant about this video, because people were either interested in Ottoman Sunset would already have it, and people who are not interested wouldn't watch. It is from Victory Point Games. This is the 2.0 version. The 1.0 version was the same, but this is a small printing company that produces locally by themselves with their printing equipment board games to be distributed in America. And if you pay a lot of money, then you can also get it shipped to you. And I had another game of Victory Point Games that was Darkest Night. Darkest Night was a random hexagonal skirmish game where you had to find quests and complete them and run around the map for an evil necromancer. They made a second edition, and it was just downright terrible. This is also the second edition for Ottoman Sunset, but the only difference in this case is that you have a box. I haven't even stamped out the optional rules, +1 DRM, dice roll modifier, I think. It's quite technical. There are some Grand Dukes, and I believe that you can. There's a U-boat campaign, Jutland, Brusilov. Yeah, that's the Siege of Bor Victory. I have no idea what this does, but yeah, it had. Yeah, I think Mustafa Kemal was the founder of modern Turkey. These tokens should be placed on the board somehow. And then, so introduction. Let's see. Major rules. Important is in red. References to example is in blue. It's a standalone solitaire State of Siege game. They made several other State of Siege games. Zulus on the Ramparts is one of the more popular ones. This is one of the older, but I like it because it has a kind of Greek history. A State of Siege game on World War I in the Near East from 1914 to 1918, so it's during the First World War. The player controls the Young Turks, a CUP Committee of Union in Progress, as they try to keep the Ottoman Empire alive amidst the struggles of the Great War. After many years of being the sick man of Europe, by the late 19th century, the Ottoman Empire attempted to reform and modernize itself. Ironically, such attempts convinced restrictive nationalities such as the Greeks, Romanians, Bulgarians, etc. to assert their independence and to seek or expand their territory. This weakness caused other imperial powers to seize Ottoman territory, both formally and informally. By the outbreak of World War I, the Ottoman Empire was reduced to a core of territory in Asia Minor, the Levant and the Hejaz, Mesopotamia, and a sliver of European territory. So this is the sliver of European territory, and this is the Levant. And not sure what the Hejaz is. Mesopotamia is of course this part, Mesopotamia front. It's written there. It is a game from 2013. I see it in here in the bottom. So it's quite old. This collapse led the military political leadership in Turkey to take over under the guise of the Young Turks. Okay. When war in Europe broke out in 1914,